Hi guys, this is Candace from Gagne Farms. I'm out in the garden today to get a few things done. It's a nice Saturday. The rain has finally stopped and the sun's even out a little bit now. So my first objective out here is to take care of this dill that's behind me. I have neglected it. I have not been harvesting anything off of it and it has flowered. So I need to take care of some of that dill and figure out what I'm going to do with these flowers. This stalk right here I can see is already dying off, which is what will happen once the dill flowers like that. So I think I am going to get what dill sprigs off here I can, but I think I'm going to leave this stalk, this flower here, to go to seed, and then I'm going to replant the seeds, because if it's dying off it won't be too long before it goes to seed. So I'm just going to harvest some of these sprigs off of here, and like I said, leave the flower so it'll go to seed, so I have some dill seeds to plant. My chickens are making weird noises over there. They sound like aliens. You know, that piece isn't all that great. It's got some pieces dying off. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the rest of that guy alone here and let him go to seed. So this little piece here that I'm not going to use because it does have some of it dying off, I'm actually going to take it down here in our cabbage row, because I heard that if you like sprinkle this in with your cabbage, it takes care of cabbage worms, and we have had issues with cabbage worms, so can't hurt to try it out. So I'll just sprinkle some in there and we'll see if it works. That one I clipped the flower head right off of because it was the only flower growing on that stem, so I'm going to see if I can get some more growth out of it. So I've decided I am going to dehydrate the dill that I picked. I've got my dehydrating mats out here on the line because when I pulled our dehydrator out, Eric didn't do such a good job of cleaning it after he made Reaper powder in it. So I got my sinuses all cleared out and got these all washed up and ready. They're still a little wet, so I'm going to let them hang here a little bit longer and then put my dehydrator together and get that dill going. So I've got my dill harvest back in the kitchen. I'm working on just kind of taking some of the twigs off, the sprigs off. So like I'm just getting rid of some of the bigger stem pieces. And I'm sticking it in my colander. I'm going to rinse it and I'm going to put it in my salad spinner to dry it off, and then we'll be ready to put it in the dehydrator. I'm just going to take some cool water now and rinse this all off in my colander real good. And then I'm going to dump it into my salad spinner right here and get it all spun out and dry. Not that I'm trying to plug the salad spinner, but I have used this for so many things this year. You saw me, I used it with our strawberries, and now I'm using it with the dill, and of course I've used it with our lettuce. It's been really an amazing tool. I went and got my mats off the line, and I'm putting them together in my dehydrator, and we're going to put our dill in here and get it going. I'm going to try to space them out good. Got quite a bit here though. Might be more than one batch. All that's left to do is turn the dehydrator on. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I will check it before I go to bed tonight and see how it's doing. I want to wait for it to be nice and crumbly. So the next thing I wanted to accomplish today, besides taking care of this dill, was I wanted to get my flower stand out at the road. I do have some flowers that are ready to put in arrangements. And since I was harvesting some of that dill, I happened to look down here at our volunteer dill. There it is. And this is perfect for flower arrangements. So I think I'm going to use some of these stems that are nice and straight and beautiful and put them in my flower arrangements to put out at the road. I've got some black-eyed Susans I can use, some daisies. Got just some splash of color with some filler flowers going on here. I've even got some dahlias over there that I can use. And of course the amaranth is starting to peek out. I checked the dill in the dehydrator last night before I went to bed and it wasn't quite dehydrated yet, so I let her go overnight, and now we're gonna get to checking it again and I'll show you what I do with it. I'm gonna turn the dehydrator off so you can hear me. It gets kind of loud in here with that running. All right, we'll take the top off and we're gonna take a look here. I've got just a jar, mason jar. That's what I'm going to put this in. And it feels really crumbly, so I'm just going to crumble this off into the jar. So I'll take out the bigger sticks like that. The stuff that just crumbles up, I just leave it in there. But then if there's a bigger stick like that, I'm going to take it out. So you can see it's not too hard to crumble and get in the jar there. It actually comes off pretty easy. Ready to get into the next layer here. Things are going well so far. We got quite a bit of dill here. And honestly, since we are going to be using this for pickles, it really doesn't matter if we get all the stems out or not. So like, that's a big guy. I might take that one out, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. It's kind of tedious. I'm not gonna worry too much about getting every last little bit off these mats. It's kind of hard, but we'll give her a little shake into the jar there. And there we go. And we're on our last level. Last little shake in there. So I ended up with almost a whole mason jar full of dill. This is excellent. I'm just going to put a lid on it and keep it in a cool, dark place, and it'll be just fine until we're ready to put it into our yummy pickles. So I have my jar of dill, and I've got these plastic lids that fit on these mason jars really well. Just going to tighten that up, put it in the cupboard, and we'll be ready for pickling. So here it is, guys, my first flower arrangement of the year. This makes me so happy. And look at that dill, looks so nice in there. It's so pretty. So I'm going to be putting these out at the road. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We've gotten a lot accomplished. We've got some dill processing, and we've got our flower stand started. So thanks a lot, guys. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.